I'm Dr. Christopher Puto, Director of the John J. Burke Jr. Center for the Study and Advancement of Free Enterprise at Spring Hill College. Today, I'm pleased to introduce you to the Certificate Program in Free Enterprise Studies, a 4-course grouping open to undergraduate students from any major. The certificate is awarded in conjunction with your diploma and is noted on your transcript similar to a minor. The 4 courses are Philosophy 355, Markets and Morality, Political Science 389, Foundations of Free Society, Free Enterprise 450, Understanding, Defining, and Validating Market Needs, and Free Enterprise 455, Enterprise Development. Students typically begin the program in their junior year, taking the philosophy and political science courses, and then finish with the final 2 free enterprise courses in their senior year. It is also possible to complete all 4 courses in your senior year with careful schedule planning. The philosophy and political science courses fulfill undergraduate core curriculum requirements, and the 2 free enterprise courses are open electives allowed for any major. They also fulfill Spring Hill's objectives for teaching critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, and manifesting Jesuit educational values to apply knowledge to make a meaningful difference for others. But who better to tell you about this exciting opportunity than 3 students who are completing their certificates this year?
My name is Nick Johnson. I am currently a graduating senior. I am a political science major, English minor, and also obtaining a certificate in free enterprise. My project revolves around the idea of providing resources and assistance to schools that are dealing with COVID, and also providing preventative measures and educating and giving solutions as it pertains to providing preventative measures so that our schools and so that our public entities in general, depending on how the business would expand, can better prepare for diseases such as COVID and for similar diseases that could or could not be as contagious or as impactful as COVID once was. And so that is basically the gist of what the business offers and what the business is about. And it deals with medical professionals, it deals with the district officials, it deals with the public in various means and mediums. And yeah, that is simply what business is about. That's a good gist of the business. So I learned about the program through Dr. Puto. He came to Batch Expo to basically talk about the program, and that was a good way for me to learn about it. He told me about the benefits that would come from being a part of it, what the certificate would do to enhance your resume, the skills that you would gain from having sort of a master's level business background when it comes to the classes and the rigor of the courses that comes along with it. And again, just the benefits from that. And so after learning about the program and speaking to him again in public at the second batch expo that he came to the next year, and also learning about it through the classes, one of my classes he came to, which was Foundations of Free Markets, that is taught by Dr. Hoffman. He talked about the program in that class as well, and from there I just became even more interested, and I spoke to him via email, and that's where I kind of decided that taking and being a part of this program would be very beneficial for me. And that is how I got involved in it. That's how I heard about it. Yes, so I started the program in the spring of 2019, and one of the classes that I took was Markets and Morality with Dr. Metcalf, and I also took Foundations of Free Markets with Dr. Hoffman in the spring of 2020. And that was where Dr. Puto came to talk about the program. And by that point, I had already taken half the classes that were required for the program. And of course, Dr. Puto teaches enterprise development in the fall and market definition in the spring. So I've taken both of those classes. I'm actually now finished with the market definition class, which completes the program. And so that is when I started the program, back in spring of 2019. So the program did not at all interfere with any of my studies. It actually enhanced my studies in a number of regards. By the time that I had gotten to seminar for my major in political science, a lot of what we talked about in his classes, which were market definition and enterprise development, actually helped out with my seminar in a number of ways. As it pertained to primarily setting up the thesis for my seminar class, it actually was very similar to what we were doing again in this class, and so it actually enhanced my studies to begin with, and just in general. It did not at all interfere with my studies, nor did it make preparing or studying for any other classes any harder. It actually made it better. First and foremost, welcome to the program, and always feel free to reach out to Dr. Puto. Dr. Puto is a very resourceful guy. He will always try to make sure that you are where you need to be in both courses, and he'll try to guide you as much as possible to, at the end of the day, help you accomplish the goal of getting a certificate and having the knowledge and mindset to know how to run a business and how to run a business efficiently and sufficiently. Always be willing to use the databases and to get additional information for the businesses and to find out what your purpose for that business would be. And again, if you need help with that, feel free to reach out to Dr. Puto. If you need help, you can reach out to me as well. You can find me on any social media medium, to say the least. Have fun in the program. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Always try to engage, with your professor and with the classes and with the students in your class as well. Because at the end of the day, you are all trying to accomplish the goal of creating a successful business. Again, to say the least. And so that is really all the advice that I can provide you. But yeah, have fun in the program. Be willing to ask questions. Be inquisitive. Know that there are no dumb questions, and know that you can do the work and that you can create a successful business and use this as a platform for creating successful businesses in the future. But that is the advice that I'll provide.
Okay, well, my name is Bailey. I'm 23 years old. I am a graduating senior at Spring Hill right now, and my project is called ALMA, and it is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping young women solve some mental health struggles that they may have. So I learned about this program in Dr. Hoffman's Foundations of Free Markets and Societies class. Dr. Puto came into class one day and just told us that that class counted towards this certificate, and I thought it was, I'm already in this class, and this sounds like a really interesting program, so I just gave it a shot. I submitted my application, and yeah. So I took that class my sophomore year, so it was the spring of my sophomore year. Not at all. I think it actually enhanced my other studies. It helped bring a new perspective to everything else that I was learning, and just overall the workload was very manageable. It didn't interfere at all. I think that this program is very beneficial. It has helped me in my life outside of academics. So the company that I work for, I've used some of the tools that I learned in this class to help me help the small business that I work for grow and market ourselves and have a more clear definition of who we are and what we do. And I think it'll really benefit me in the future. It's given me the tools that if I do want to start my own business or enterprise one day, I know how to do it. So yes, I think it's been a great help, and it's an awesome program, and I highly recommend it.
My name is Isabella Albert. I'm a senior at Spring Hill College. My major is International Studies. with a minor in French and now a certificate of free enterprise studies. My project is I'm trying to create I'm working on a prevention-based curriculum that's aimed to prevent the cycle of human trafficking before it even starts. I work with an organization in Mobile that has been spreading this, or has been sharing this curriculum. So it was really, really interesting for me because I could take what I was working on professionally and kind of put a new lens on it academically and learn more about it than I normally would have, because I got to have a professor of business kind of oversee it, which was really, really interesting. I learned about it when Dr. Puto came to a class that I was in that actually already was a part of the program. So just from being in that class, I was already a fourth of the way through. And I also needed some more classes in order to graduate, some more exploration credits. Instead of taking random exploration credits that wouldn't really get me anywhere, they would just kind of allow me to graduate and fill a space. I was actually able to take classes that were actually designed to get me a certificate as opposed to just graduating. I took my first class spring semester of my junior year, so I completed this curriculum in 3 semesters. It did not interfere with any of my other studies. It actually was really, really fun. This whole program was something that I think complemented real life so well, and it was something that I could honestly see translating into the real world, which was really, really cool to learn about, and everything was so interesting. We had to take classes on like the history of capitalism, where those ideas that form society, like we always think they were there, but they haven't always just been there, and people actually wrote about them and discussed them before they were actually, really something that was widely used. I think it's a really, really fun program. I would do it just because you do get like that real world, Spring Hill is all about, that real world classroom experience. You get to create a creative project or something that you're working with in your real life like I did, and kind of make it so much more better than it could have ever been on its own. And then also it is really, really fun, and I'm very, very glad that I took this program.
I hope these brief descriptions stimulated your interest and encouraged you to learn more about how this program could benefit you. One of the special benefits of this program is that it is open to all majors, and it covers every kind of enterprise, from business ventures to nonprofit organizations to social movements. To get the full story and apply for the program, go to www.shc.edu/Burke Center, all one word. Thank you for listening, and best wishes for a great academic career.